has it been so bright? Gotta tell bitches, get out of my sight. Bitch, you're blocking my light. I'm in Vegas, front seat at the fight. I'm an alcoholic, so you know I'm getting it right. Louis the 13th, Hennessy black when I'm thirsty. I like my liquor dark, milk chocolate Hershey. But first we gotta bang loose for the niggas that's been waiting on it. Patiently debating, even hating on it. Bitch, I started this gangster shit. House shoes and the shotgun, check the pics. The hangover is over, Tila created the lick. So tell the whole world to suck my dick. Real shit, the addiction that you can't deny. 12 steps to recovery or else you die. Yeah, this is for you and I. Fly, pelican fly. Fuck trying to get by. Well, we can put that bullshit to the side and kill them. L-E, cool. Pull your fleeker out in Sweden, out of H&M dress.
I gotta let this ride out for a minute. This is hot.
So damn fresh. We on the coast, yeah, you know, to the left. Louis the 13th, back down, original, pack down.
I gotta let that ride out.
I'm full of 40s like the G-Thing refrigerator. Getting paper with my neighbors like the Clippers and the Lakers. Drinking Jack next to Jack, courtside at the Staples.
That's so hot, I just gotta let that ride. But anyway, y'all, what's going on? Welcome to another episode of the Mack Lessons Radio Show. My name is Mr. Tariq Nasheed. Glad to have everybody tuning into the show. Broadcasting live from Los Angeles. It is October. It is hot as hell in October in Los Angeles. It's damn near 100 degrees in October in Los Angeles right now. Niggas gonna have to go trick-or-treating in flip-flops in this bitch. It's hot as hell in LA. What's up to all my Los Angelinos? Niggas gonna go trick-or-treating as Michael Phelps and just go out with a damn thong on. It's that hot out here, but I digress, ladies and gentlemen. Today's show is brought to you by The Art of Mackin'. That's one of my best-selling books. The Elite Way, The Art of Gold Digging, The Mac Within, Player Be Played. Those are all my books that you can get at Amazon.com. And all my pay-per-view specials you can get at MackLessons.com. Check out all my pay-per-view specials. And check out Hidden Colors Film. The film Hidden Colors at HiddenColorsFilm.com. Now, Hidden Colors 2 will be in theaters. Before I get into that, come join me at the Hollywood Black Film Festival this year. Let me put on some Mackin' music. The Hollywood Black Film Festival this year, October 27th, Saturday, 6 p.m. at the Montalban Theater in Hollywood. You guys can go to the Hollywood Black Film Festival website and get tickets for the screening of my horror film called The Eugenist. It was selected for the Hollywood Black Film Festival, so it's going to screen at the Hollywood Black Film Festival October 27th out here in Los Angeles. So if you're on the West Coast, you're in Vegas, LA, Oakland, San Diego, come on out and kick it. It's going to be a great, great event. And a lot of other good movies are playing that whole weekend, by the way. So you guys can check out the whole festival, and you can go to the Hollywood Black Film Festival website. Now, Hidden Colors 2, ladies and gentlemen, will be in theaters starting December 6, 2012. And this is the official schedule for Hidden Colors 2, ladies and gentlemen. This is the official schedule. In Atlanta, it's going to play one night only. Well, no, actually 2 nights, December 6th and December 7th. On December 6th, it's going to be at the Midtown Arts Theater, 9 p.m. And on December 7th in Atlanta, it's going to be at the Plaza Theater at 9 p.m. In Chicago, it's going to be at the Ice Chasing Theater at 8 p.m. That's on December 7th. That's Friday. Shout out to Chicago. In Detroit, it's going to be at the Main Art Theater on December 6th. That's Thursday. One night only, December 6th, Thursday, at the Main Art Theater in Detroit. In Houston, it's going to be December 6th, Thursday, at the River Oaks Theater in Houston. In Los Angeles, it's going to be December 6th, Thursday, at the Music Hall Theater in Beverly Hills. In New York, it's going to start December 7th. December 7th, and it's going to play the whole week at the Cinema Village Theater. It's going to play 2 nights, every night, 7 p.m. and 10 p.m., all week in New York. So all my New York people, you can see it multiple times. Philadelphia, one night only at the Ritz 5 Theater, December 6th. Washington, D.C. at the E Street Cinema, December 6th, 9 p.m. So you guys can go and get the schedule at hiddencolorsfilm.com. Spread the word. Everybody come on out and support the film, ladies and gentlemen. We got a lot of people on the phone. Let's see who some of the people calling. What's up? Who's calling?
Hello, hi, Tariq Nasheed, please.
What's up? It's Tariq Nasheed. Who is this?
Hi, how are you? This is Henry. I've been a long-time listener of your show.
Yes, indeed. Where are you calling from, by the way, Henry?
Well, actually, I'm in New York City, but I'm originally from the UK, Manchester to be exact.
Hey, much respect. So what's on your mind, player?
Oh, I got you. Now, I've been reading your books, and I must say, you have been a very unique author. You're very original and everything. However, I ran into some difficulty. Like, after reading your books, you said, give the girls your number, so this way they can, as you say, choose up with you.
Yes.
However, I found that I have more success, like, giving their number versus me giving out my number, because, like, a lot of times, like, when I gave a girl my number, I never hear from her. But then when I initiated, I got her number, I called her. It's like I was taking a leadership role, you know what I mean? And then it was her choice to follow the lead or not. You get what I'm saying?
So after you call them, have you been having good successes with the follow-up? You call them up, y'all hook up, and how has the success rate been?
Oh, absolutely. Like it's like after I call them, I hook up with them, they give me like absolutely total like cooperation. But then when I give them my number, it's like, well, damn, I don't hear from them. It's like I'm waiting by the phone, waiting for it to ring, and it doesn't ring.
Now, it can go both ways. The point is of that, because you can do both. You can go both ways. You can give the girl your number, or you can get their number. The problem is a lot of girls will give their numbers out to a lot of dudes, and a lot of guys will be calling them, and the women will not really be that interested. So the best way to know if a woman is truly, truly interested is if she calls you. When a woman calls you, she's 95% interested. Women can give a number to a dude that she don't even give a damn about, but it's a cool ego boost for a guy to call her. So that was my thing. Just understand the odds. But it can't. Hey, I've met girls back in the day, and I initiated the call, and things popped off. So it can go both ways, but I just don't want guys to get into the habit of being bugaboos, just calling girls nonstop.
Oh, no, Tariq, not me, man. Like, I call a girl one time, if she doesn't pick up, I keep it moving. Like, I don't waste no time on pussy, like you said.
Yes,
pussy
indeed.
Is only entertainment. You get what I'm saying?
Yes, indeed. Hey, man, much respect, brother. Thanks for the call, man.
No problem.
Yes, indeed. My man made a good point here. And again, that's my whole thing is, if a woman gives you her number, hit her up one time. If she doesn't hit you back up, don't be leaving messages, not all that old corny shit. Hit her up one time, let her cooperate. Let her know that you're interested, you're reaching out to her. But don't get into this thing where you got to call her over and over, and you're calling her all the time, and you're bugging her, and she's making you call her. I don't get into that shit. Women will have you calling them 24/7 just to boost their egos, just to be clowning you. But if a woman is calling you, she's down, she's interested, and that's real good cooperation. And I want guys to be on that level to get women to call you. And that's why your game has to be real crisp. If your game is crisp enough, the women will call you. Trust me. Let me see who else is on the phone. We got a lot of people calling. I do want to get into some good game, though. What's up? Who's calling?
What's going on, man? It's Jay out in NC.
What's up, Jay? How you doing, man? What's on your mind?
Chilling. I got a quick question.
Yes.
I'm in a situation. I'm in a relationship. Long story short, I just feel like I have to fuck with other bitches. Like, I cannot get this shit out of my system. But she's a good girl.
Right.
Great girl. She looks good, cooks, cleans, everything I ask. I just can't get the shit out of my system. I want some advice.
So now, how old are you?
29.
You're 29, and how old is your girl?
36.
She's 36?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. How long y'all been together?
A year.
So now you've been. Are you? Would you say that you're happy in the relationship? Are you happy? Are you just whatever in the relationship? What is it?
I am. I'm perfectly happy. The thing about it is, like, I feel like she would be good for me 10 years from now.
Oh, okay.
Ain't no better cure for the blues.
I travel a lot, pussy. You know what I mean? When I be going out of town, I be, seeing other things, and I'm just like, I still ain't really got all of that juice out of my system.
Right.
Yet.
The thing is, now y'all been together how long? A year? How long?
A year.
a year. You got with a woman who's considerably older. Considerably older. Are you guys living together?
No, no, sir.
Now, what made you get with a woman who was considerably older like that? I mean, you're 29, she's 36. She's damn near 10 years older than you. So what made you get with her?
Honestly, the age never really factored in when I was dealing with her. You know, she was cool to deal with, didn't give me any trouble, kept my refrigerator full. You know, she didn't get in my way. It was a good situation. And she's a good-looking girl.
Oh, does she have any kids?
Yeah, she does.
How many she got?
One.
Oh, okay. Now what does she look like, seriously? And be very honest, brother.
You want me to give you like the typical like light skin, fat ass, and all that?
Yeah, I mean, how tall is she? I want to get the basics. How tall is she?
She's 5 feet tall.
Okay, she's real short. How much she weigh?
130.
130. Okay. All right. So I'm trying to see if it's like a physical thing. What it is sounds like.
Yeah, it probably is a physical thing because she got like a 24-inch waist with about a 42-inch ass.
Okay. Sounds like, man, you just haven't gotten out of your player stage. You know, a lot of guys got to get that player stage out of their system, and you haven't gotten it out of your system yet. How was your dating life in college or in your early 20s?
I was a hoe.
Yeah. So
straight up. And now I just feel like, you know what I mean, now I'm in a place where, you know what I mean, my career is progressing and I'm starting to get more money, and so I'm traveling more.
So, okay, right now then, you got to start thinking like a dude, you know, who's getting older. A lot of times we don't want to let go of the old school lifestyle that we used to live, and we just got to see if it's worth it. A lot of times we don't want to close out that lifestyle. We don't want to bring closure to the player stage, and sometimes when you're in the player stage, it's time to bring closure to that shit because it's just not practical to, you know, just be out here chasing that nut and you got something real cool at the crib. You know, you got to look and weigh your options. Is the ratchets in the streets worth jeopardizing the cool chick at the crib? And you know that better than us. You know what your living situation is. You know that better than us. So you got to sit down and look at yourself and say, okay, is it worth me fucking the ratchets? Should I still get out here in the game and get the rest of this shit out of my system? How much is it going to take to get out of my system? Or should I stick with this female who's down? Because if she's fly like you say she is, and you're out here fucking with these ratchets, a nigga who has his shit together will swoop that right on up and be the stepdad of that kid and be tearing up that 42-inch ass. You feel me? And when a nigga's tearing up that ass, then you want to get your mind right. You dig what I'm saying?
Right. Niggas start second thinking everything you hit.
Yeah, exactly. You be hollering at her on some shit like this.
All right, now, goddammit, I miss you, and I'm tired of this. This done gone on long enough, and I want you to come home, man.
This nigga be sounding like Ike Turner on her ass. But anyway, man.
Yeah, niggas will be out here sick, but nah, I feel you. All right,
but thanks for the call, player. There you go. Let me put back on my Mac and music, ladies and gentlemen. All right. I'm going to get into a lot of stuff today. Today's going to be a real lengthy show. We're going to talk about a lot of stuff. Before I get into some good game, what's been going on in the media? A lot of stuff. You know, I just saw a recent picture of Al Sharpton. Al Sharpton is getting real skinny. Because he's been losing a lot of weight, but now he's like getting skinny and it looks funny. The Reverend Al Sharpton, because he was a real big guy. So look, I don't know if he got some kind of gastrointestinal surgery or whatever, but he's like getting bony now. He's bony and got that fucking perm. That nigga looked like one of the Pointer Sisters. He was on, I saw some shit on Instagram or Twitter, a picture of him. I thought some music was going to start playing when that nigga showed up like this. I thought this was going to start playing.
I know darn well we can get out. Yes, we can.
When he come out on his speeches, they gonna play this. I swear that nigga look like one of the Pointer Sisters. But shout out to brother Al Sharpton. Did y'all hear about that whole Nicki Minaj, Mariah Carey beef? For those who don't know, Mariah Carey is a judge on American Idol, and Nicki Minaj is a judge on American Idol, and it was rumored that Mariah Carey did not want Nicki Minaj to be on the show. You know, it was like that whole bullshit diva thing, which I hate, that the whole concept of the diva. Get the fuck out of here. So they going through their little beef, and there's a clip circulating around. It was put on by TMZ on the internet of Nicki Minaj just kind of cursing out Mariah Carey. You can't really understand what's being said, You can't understand what's being said, but you can hear some curses in there, like there's some aggression. Nicki Minaj and Mariah Carey's going at it. And I'm kind of siding with Nicki Minaj. I guess Nicki Minaj is like, well, this bitch ain't gonna make me one of her minions, because Mariah Carey does be on that old diva shit, worship me. I guess everybody's kissing her ass 24 hours a day. So people like that feel like everybody else around them should bow down. And I guess Nicki Minaj is like, I'm not doing all that. And I respect that. Mariah really needs to chill out with that whole diva bullshit. You know, fuck a damn diva. I mean, come on, you sing cool songs. You dig, you had a couple of hit records, but a motherfucker ain't about to suck your hole. You dig what I'm saying? I hate when people get in the spotlight and be on some, I'm the diva, I'm some royalty. Motherfucker, you had a couple of cool songs that was promoted great. That's it. You're not royalty. You're a mixed bitch who can sing good. It is what it is. Stop making it extra than what it is. She can eat a dick. I wish she would be that on some diva shit with me. She can high note on these nuts. I don't like all that diva stuff. Please, women, and just women in general, cut out all that diva shit. That diva shit is silly. You motherfuckers ain't divas. But I digress on that. Let me get one more call or two more calls, and then we're going to get into some game. And today's theme, ladies and gentlemen, is called Get This Game or the Game Will Get You. Let me get a couple of more calls before I get into the hot fire. What's up? Who's calling?
Hey, this is Brad from Tampa.
What's up, Brad from Tampa? How you doing, brother?
A long-time listener, man. I appreciate the game. Hey, I had a quick question for you, though.
Go ahead, brother.
Man, I've been married about 14 years, man. I'm one of those early military cats, got married at 21.
Yeah.
But I'm just really ready to get up out the game, man. Yeah. I'm ready to turn over a new leaf. I got a lot of things popping. I got some patents and stuff popping, but I want to get this divorce over so I can get my money. I don't want to make sure she get half of that. Yeah. What do you think I should do, man?
Oh, man. Now, how old are you and how old is your wife?
We're both 35.
Okay. You just like, it's time, I'm done. It's time to start a new life. You about to just kick it to the curb. Does she deserve to get kicked to the curb?
Not really, man. She's a really good girl. We got two beautiful girls. She hold it down that way, man. But it's just, we kind of outgrown each other, though.
Again, I was talking to the other caller, man. Y'all think the grass is greener on the other side. I hope it's not that. A lot of guys, man, who are in relationships, they're like, man, my wife is cool, she's good, but man, I'm kind of ready to bounce. I'm trying to let y'all know this shit ain't really that green on the other side. I don't want you to throw away a whole foundation, a whole bond. You got a good mother of your child and everything, and you go out here in these streets, and these ratchets are not about shit. And you're going to be like, damn, I need to get back with my wife, and by that time, the next nigga gonna move up in there and be hitting that and be the step dad of your kid. You feel what I'm saying? So you gotta really see if it's really worth it. And I'm letting you know out here in the dating game, it's very difficult to find somebody who's on some ride or die shit. You feel me?
I feel you, brother, but it don't seem like she willing to get the upgrade. I'm trying to upgrade. I read all your books. I got the ISIS papers. I tried to get the hidden colors. I tried to, she kind of got a little upset when I let the girls watch hidden colors. You know what I mean? I just like, she ain't really feeling my upgrade. I'm trying to upgrade her, put up on some new games so we can grow together and, bring a new life for our girls. And she just don't seem like she was feeling it.
Right. And again, on the flip side, I'm playing the devil's advocate. I got to go both ways with it. If it's time, hey, if love don't live here no more, you got to do you got to do what the hell you got to do. If you got that hankering for the streets and you got married early and you never got through your player stage, so that shit is going to nip at you for a long time. So it just might be time for you to get back out there in the game and get it out your system. But they're going to rape you financially, so you better get you a good financial advisor and get your paper together if you're going to go that route. But I would say, again, man, just really think about it before you hit them streets, man. Just think about that shit. Because, again, the whoremongering out here, man, it is just not what it used to be. The game is real twisted right now. But you know your situation better than us, man. Just protect yourself financially and make sure your kid is straight. You feel me?
That's real talk. Appreciate it, brother.
All right, man. Thank you, brother. Well, y'all brothers are ready to just hit these streets real heavy. brothers are ready to hit the bricks and dump these wives. Even if the wives are cool, brothers are ready to dump these wives and hit the streets. I'm like, okay, if you're getting stress and strife from your lady, that's understandable. But trust me, a good one is really hard to find these days. Now, I understand sometimes you guys might be married to sea monster-looking chicks, so the physicalities might not be where you need them to be. So I understand that. You got to do what you got to do. Hey, if you're at a position where you want to start getting physically better-looking females, I understand that. Just like women might want to get financially better dudes. If women can get a financially better dude, in many cases they will. And if a dude can get a physically more appealing woman, in most cases he will. But anyway, let me get into some game. I digress, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get into some. Before I get into the game, I was on Ustream the other day. There was a phone call that I got from this guy. He called himself Redneck. Very funny call. And I want to play that clip real quick of Redneck calling. He was upset that the black girls who were calling up the show, they were trying to get at brothers. And I guess he's a redneck dude who kind of likes sisters, but the sisters weren't giving him no play. He was a funny white dude, funny guy. He said he watched Hidden Colors, and he said he liked it, but there were some things he disagreed with. Some stuff about black people running Europe. He's like, I don't agree with that. And he gave the best response when I refuted what he said. I said, well, look, man, basically, all the stuff that we talk about in Hidden Colors, the stuff about blacks running Europe, that's pretty much well documented. And he didn't have his only response was, all right. And that shit was fucking hilarious. Let me play this clip real quick before I get in some game. This is a phone call from last week's Ustream. Calling.
Hey.
What's up?
This thing on?
What's up? Who's this?
This is Redneck. You told me to call in?
What's up, Redneck? What part of
man, I don't know why these folks in there saying that I'm a fucking troll or something. I'm just saying my piece or whatever. But I just wanted to say that Bria woman, I don't appreciate what Well, I understand people got their their preferences and shit, but what's wrong with white guys? I mean, shit. Every time I turn around, I see a white woman with a black guy, and I don't. What? I just want her to explain that to me. Why she only wants to date black guys?
Why do you sound like the father from Honey Boo Boo?
A dollar makes me holler, Honey Boo Boo.
You sound like the dad from the Honey Boo Boo show. So you're mad that the black girl only wants to date black dudes?
I'm saying that she sounds like all right. I've seen a lot of black women that are cute and everything, and it's well known with us white guys that we're scared to approach the black women because we don't think that they like us too much. Every time we turn around, they talk about how we stink and how we're racist and all that shit, and so it's like I don't know how to talk to them, and then you hear them talk about who they like, and they only like the black guys. It's bullshit, in my opinion.
Now, what part of Georgia are you in?
I'm Kennesaw, Georgia, Cobb County, right outside of Atlanta, North Georgia.
Oh, okay. So there's a lot of sisters down there. I mean, you haven't tried to holler at none of them?
Hell no, man. I'm telling you, man. They talk. I go to different interracial dating sites and all that, and ain't many of them on there that like white guys. And
do you try to meet any of them at church? How about like interracial churches? You go there?
My church is mostly white. To be honest with you, I don't go to a mixed church.
Your church is mostly black. Okay, I got footage of you at church. Is this you at church?
Looking for a city where we'll never die, where the saint in millions never say goodbye.
What's wrong, man? I just want to explain how I got to know you. I used to listen to a guy named Tom Likas, and he was all right and everything. He gave advice on relationships, and I was talking to a buddy of mine, and he's actually read a couple of your books and everything. I don't know how many white people you know of that like your stuff, man. I really like your stuff, but some of the things that you said, like that superhero podcast about white people don't have no heroes or nothing like that. And
Right.
I disagree with that.
All right.
And then I look.
All right, wait. So who are the white heroes in real life? Who are the white heroes?
Well, I mean, some of us like George Bush, because he's he wasn't a hero, but he's a
dude. Even white folks don't like George Bush no more. Y'all won't even bring George Bush out at none of the Republican rallies, and y'all won't even say George Bush's name. You guys are so ashamed of George Bush. It's ridiculous. So what other heroes do y'all have? He said George Bush.
I'm not ashamed of him. We ain't ashamed of him. We just, he done done his time. He doesn't. Did his thing in the White House, and he's gone. He ain't coming back. So
no, because
talking about
you see that Barack Obama will bring out Bill Clinton and all that. Y'all will not. Mitt Romney won't even say George. They won't bring George Bush out for nothing because people know how messed up George Bush is.
But the only reason Obama is bringing up Clinton is because Clinton is cool with the black folk. That's the only reason he's using him. That's all that is.
But Obama's cool with the black folks. I don't think he needs Clinton to get the black vote.
That's true. That's true.
But again, there are no real white heroes no more. So a lot of the heroes are just made up in movies and comic books and stuff like that. Even in Philadelphia, they have a statue of Rocky, a fake character, and for years they would not have Joe Frazier. They finally got a statue of Joe Frazier. All my Philly people, do they have the statue, or are they trying to get the statue of Joe Frazier? So I'm not sure. But again, some of the stuff might rub you the wrong way, but it's real stuff, man. The stuff I spit is real.
Well, yeah, I understand that. And I didn't see the Hidden Colors video. Believe it or not, I actually did watch it, and I agree with some of it. A couple of the things in there I didn't really agree with, like the people having black folk in Europe and all that stuff. I don't know about all that, having black pictures and all that shit in Europe and all that.
All you got to do is look up the Moors. I mean, it wasn't nothing I made. It's very easily verifiable. You can look up anything about the Moors, and the pictures are still there. Those were real photographs in Europe that I brought. So it was not even
very,
up for...
very, very easily what?
You can just look up information about the Moors, and all the pictures and the statues are still up in museums in Europe. So that's not nothing that's really up for debate. It's there. All the information and the pictures are there that there were black people ruling Spain and Italy. This is verifiable facts.
All right. Well, I don't take up too much more of your time, man. I appreciate you taking my call and everything. I just wanted to say that about the Bria woman.
That's
I
the best
why
white
she wants to
response.
branch out, and take all the flavors. You know what I mean? Black guys ain't the only ones out there. I mean, hey, a lot of us are open to it. But we all get painted as racist and all that shit, and people automatically assume that we don't want black women. So
that's just wrong.
That ain't right.
Go get your.
We ain't all like that.
We know you're not. Black folks ain't mad at white. Black folks are real cool with white folks. We know you all ain't racist. That's what you think. We think that about you. We don't think that about you. You dig? That's why black people still shop with you and do business with white folks. Black folks are very cool with white folks. You dig? So that y'all been listening to Fox News too much, scaring you, got you thinking that black folks have this aggression.
There you go, that Fox News stuff, guys. All right, I ain't gonna get into politics, Lee. I'm gonna make you mad, but anyway, I like your stuff, man. And I'm gonna check out your books and everything. Come down there to Georgia, and you said you're gonna screen the movie down here. And
yeah,
I would go, but I don't want to be the only black guy there. No offense about anything, but
Dude, we just don't want you to go and shoot up the theater, because we know sometimes y'all white folks get mad and y'all do all types of crazy shit. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing to you in that theater down in Atlanta. Just going down to the theater to see the movie, man. Thanks for the call, dude. He's hilarious. All right, anyway, that was Redneck from the Ustream show last week. So anyway, let's get into some game right now, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get into some game. Let me clear my throat so we can get into some game. Today's topic is the game. You got to get this game or the game will get you. It's very imperative that you learn the game. You got to learn this game, because this game will suck you in and spit you back out. You're going to learn it one way or the other. You're going to learn it on your own terms, or you're going to learn that shit the hard way. You're going to get the game through your head, or you're going to get it through your ass. It's best to get the game through your head. You don't want the game in your ass. When the game kicks you in the ass, a lot of times that's too late. Because a lot of people, they shy away from the game. A lot of people, when they hear the word game, they think of manipulation. They think of deceit. And it ain't about all that. It's all about just knowing how the rules of life operate. It's all about knowing how to stay 10 steps ahead of everything. It's knowing the ins and outs and every angle of a situation and the possible angles of certain situations and how to maneuver around those angles. That's game. And it's very important that we know this. It's very important that we learn the game and get up on this game, get this game, because life is a game and game is being played on people every day, and only the strong survive. And if you're not on your game, you will be gamed. Play or be played. Eat or be eaten. Now that's almost a cynical way of looking at life, but that's just part of the game. You got to be somewhat cynical like that. I won't even say cynical. It's just really being aware and being cognizant of life. And this applies heavily to the dating game and just the financial game, the whole shebang. See, a lot of dudes, man, get caught up with the game. And you think that people are going to take sympathy on you being naive. A lot of people use the sympathetic approach. Well, I didn't know any better. I was young. Life don't give a fuck about that. Nobody gives a fuck about you being naive. If you go to court and you say, well, Your Honor, I didn't know that I wasn't supposed to do this. The first thing they tell you in court, they'll say, hey, look, ignorance is no excuse. Not knowing the law is no excuse. They will tell you that. I've seen them tell people that in court many times. Well, Your Honor, I didn't know I wasn't supposed to make a left turn. I didn't know that I was supposed to pay my taxes. Look, sir, not knowing the law is no excuse. 2 years for you. Not knowing the law is no excuse. 6 months for you. Nobody cares if you don't know. They do not give a damn if you're ignorant about anything. They're going to take advantage of you if they got the opportunity to take advantage of you. So when you get into a situation, you need to know all the angles. You need to know all the game. You need to know all the possible outcomes so that the game will not be run on you. So you will not be gamed. The game will not get you if you're on top of your game. And I was thinking about this. I was watching this show called 30 for 30 on ESPN. Shout out to some of my listeners on Facebook. Some of my listeners on Facebook put me up on this game. They were talking about this show because they mentioned a lot of things that I talk about as far as athletes. And this show, this particular episode was about professional athletes who go broke. And I talked about this before. Many people don't know, a lot of professional athletes, about 5 years after they retire, the majority of them go broke, and many of them get divorced 5 years after they retire, across the board. I think it's like 60-something or 78% of these guys. 5 years after they retire, the game just sucks them in. They lose their money, and I'm talking about dudes with big money, dudes with like multi-million-dollar contracts. They ain't got shit 5 years later after they retire. And looking at the interviews of some of these guys, some of them kind of wanted the sympathy approach. They were on this shit, well, I was young. I was a young guy signing a contract. I was 21. I never seen that much money in my life. They were on all that old sympathetic shit. When they're young, a lot of guys think that people are going to look out for them. You think that these dudes coming around you, these managers and coaches are going to be on that daddy shit. They're not your daddy. They're going to fuck you harder than anybody. Your friends and family are going to fuck you if they can. And your family is going to be the first one to get over on you in many cases, unfortunately. And this is how a lot of these guys get soaked up in the game. They don't understand or respect the game, and the game eats them alive. And a couple of these guys, especially NFL players, they get it the worst because their contracts are not guaranteed. They're like one of the only major sports franchises, the NFL, whose players, their contracts are not guaranteed. And also with them, they take the most hits, They get the most injuries, and they get the least amount of money afterwards. So, and plus their careers are the shortest. I mean, the average guy retires from football at around 32, 33, sometimes 29. So there's no real longevity in it like other sports. And the thing is, there's no sympathy. They were trying to get this sympathy, and with these guys, they do some of the dumbest shit. They just throw the game book out the window. There was one NFL player. This dude, he was talking about how him and one of his girlfriends, this girl he was dating, they had a joint bank account. For what reason? Why would you have a joint bank account with anybody, even your damn wife? You and your wife. Well, that's understandable. You and your wife, to a certain degree, but a person you're dating, why in the fuck would you have a joint bank account? I can't think of what this guy's name is. I forgot what his name is. Big old brother. He's retired, but he had a joint bank account with his girlfriend. And he had like $1 million in the account. He checked his account one day and it was like $400,000 in there. This chick just low-key took some money and transferred it to another account. I'm like, you big dumb nigga. Some of these dudes they do shit that's just retarded. One dude retired, he got a lot of injuries, and they gave him like some bullshit ass retirement check, like $60,000. This fool had to give $6,000 to some hood rat for child support, and then he used $50,000 to buy a damn Hummer. And now he's broke. So cats going in the game with stupidity, not understanding the game, and when you get fucked over, nobody feels sorry for you. No one feels sorry for you whatsoever. And several of these players had a bunch of kids by several women. There was like just a bunch of them who had like 9 or 10 kids by 9 or 10 different women. This was a very common thing in the NFL and the NBA as well. And these guys get caught up with the child support payments. What part of the game do you not understand? When you're at your 3rd or 4th baby mom, something should click in your brain that women are targeting you. Forget the 3rd or 4th, the 1st or 2nd. Something in your brain should say, hey, wait a minute. I done got 2 chicks knocked up in the same year. Are these motherfuckers targeting me? Something in your brain should click. It shouldn't get to 9 or 10. When it gets to that, you deserve everything coming to you. The game is going to get you when you're that naive. Naivete is no excuse for the law. And this applies to relationships, and it applies to dating. When you don't have no game, when you don't step your game up, when you don't look at all the angles when dealing with women and they get over on you, don't start crying. Don't start calling up with the sympathetic bullshit, because you should have been on top of your game. You dig what I'm saying? Shout out to my dude Floyd Mayweather. I love Floyd Mayweather, but Floyd Mayweather, man, and 50 Cent stopped kind of rolling with the guy, because 50 was like, well, the dude is kind of tricking off too much money. I don't like the way his lifestyle, and I can understand that, because I saw something on the internet where my brother Floyd Mayweather, the boxer, he was down, I think in Atlanta, him and Ray J, and Floyd had like $50,000, stacks of money, throwing it around at the strip club in Atlanta. And I know cats want to floss and all that old stuff, but that's just not a good look. That's not fly. You don't look Mackish. That shit looks real silly for a dude who really don't have to do that, to just be tricking off your money flagrantly like that, because all you're doing, you're making yourself look like a target. Cats with real money, let me tell y'all something. There's old white dudes with real money who pay to keep their names out of the paper. Y'all don't even know about them. There's dudes out here with paper that you ain't never heard of who got real big paper. They are real low-key. They're not flossing. They're low-key with it. There's a reason why they're low-key with it. They understand the game. They understand the more people who know them, the more they're going to be targeted. So they're going to sit their asses down somewhere and just stack their money. Niggas who are always popping bottles and you got stacks of money at the club, and then you wonder why niggas roll up in your house and tie you and your family up. Sometimes you gotta be low key with your shit. Sometimes you gotta understand the game and respect the game. But my brother Floyd Mayweather has to really, I know you're Money Mayweather and all that, but that I want to see my brother stop tricking his money off so much. I want my brother to give out a more responsible vibe, because you're going to look like a big old ass trick. People are going to start targeting you, and that's not going to be a good look. And on a side note, I saw some of the women at that strip club in Atlanta where Ray J and Floyd Mayweather was, and is it me, or are the shapes of these women who are in these strip clubs getting worse? This was supposed to be like I guess an upper echelon type of strip club, and the women's shapes were real dumpy. The women's shapes were not up to par, and I've seen a lot of pictures coming out of Atlanta and some of these strip clubs in these shapes. I'm like, okay, after some of these women go get their hydrogel shots, they need to get a damn P90X workout video and get their shapes in order. Some of these women are stripping and they're shaped like fucking pandas. I mean, goddamn. But I guess niggas are still paying for it, so these women don't have no incentive to step their game up. And let me chop up some game for the women real quickly. Let me serve up some game for the ladies, because this game applies to you too, ladies. You got to be on top of your game. The whole damsel in distress, the naive girl. Look, the world don't give a shit about that. Oh, some nigga knocked me up, I'm the strong baby mama. People ain't looking at you like that no more. They looking at you as a dumb fucking hood rat when y'all get knocked up by niggas. The game has changed. And the game will soak you in and spit you out. You better get the game or the game will get you. Because the game is always being played on women. That's why in the sex industry, like the porn industry, they get the youngest and dumbest women they can find so they can wear their asses out and then kick them to the curb. By the time a woman is 24 in the porn industry, she's considered over the hill. And the thing is, I was looking at something on TV about Playboy, the creation of the whole Playboy magazine empire. And I love how Playboy has tricked a lot of women into believing that showing their cooch is empowering. That's the whole thing that a lot of the women were saying on that show, talking about how empowering it is to be in Playboy, how empowering it is to pose nude and all that dumb shit. It is not empowering to crack open your coochie and take pictures. That is not empowering, ladies. That's just trying to justify, being on some goofy hoe shit. But that's not empowering. Any chick can spread open their cooch and take a damn picture. Any chick can do that. That's not empowering. Any chick can turn a damn trick. The power comes before you turn the trick. Let's get into some deep game. Let's look into the whole book. See, the power comes before you open up that cooch. See, when you spread the cooch open, that means you done lost your power because you relinquished your bargaining chip. The cooch is your bargaining chip. The power is before you turn the trick. Just like stripping, hoeing, all that stuff. You ain't shit until you get your money right and you get your money up front. You negotiate your shit and get your paper. Then you spread open the cooch. Spreading open the cooch, you just really lost. So what you do before you spread open the cooch is very important. That's where your power is. How much did you get? How much did you negotiate? That's why they always tell a hoe to get one of the first rules of being a hoe, you get your money up front. Because if you don't get your money up front, the trick buster nut, he has no incentive to pay you. Like, fuck you, get up out of here. I said I was going to give you what? Oh, I changed my mind. You dig? So the power comes in what you do before you spread open that cooch. Now, if a chick is doing Playboy and she got a few $1 million from doing Playboy, okay, that's empowering. If a chick is about to turn a trick or whatever and she gets a couple of stacks, that's empowering. But you got women out here now who's hoeing for Hennessy. Nigga buy you a drink at the club, you cracking it open. You got your coochie spread open. That ain't empowering. In this day and age, we got a bunch of social network hoes. Ain't even trying to get no money. the internet and digital phones, anybody can crack their ass open. You got women out here twerking for Twitter and fucking for Facebook. And can't rub two damn nickels together. If you play yourself out for nothing, the game will drain you, spit you out, and look for the next crop of dumbass chicks. So the game is applicable to men and women, ladies and gentlemen. So just remember, you get this game, men and women, or the game will get you. That has been it for today's episode of the Mack Lessons Radio Show. I want you guys to go to MackLessons.com and get all my pay-per-view specials to really step your game up. Secret societies, the Illuminati, Black Secret Society, Sex Magic. Great pay-per-view specials at MackLessons.com. And follow me on Twitter at Tariq Nasheed. Like my Facebook fan page, ladies and gentlemen. And I will see you guys and chop up game with you guys this Sunday on Ustream. Y'all have a good one. Holla. 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 Holla.